Hey guys, welcome back to the Bros Swim channel, and today I'll be doing a review on the Focke-Wulf 190. This plane will cost 7,000 gold, which is in fact the most expensive plane in the game, but now with the recent update, it's definitely worth it. So if you were worried about it before, it's really good now, so go ahead and get it if you want to. So the Focke-Wulf 190 was used by the Germans, designed for ground attack. So you won't be doing as much dogfighting in it as you would with the 109G, but you can still dogfight with it, and I tend to dogfight with it a lot. So now looking at some of the upgrades. You can't get any engine upgrades, but you can upgrade its bombs to up to a 400 kilogram bomb, and you can also get the North Africa skin, which actually looks pretty decent and works for BOB and a lot of other maps. So I was quite happy about that. So the armament of this plane is actually quite heavy. It comes with two 7.9mm MG-17 machine guns, two 20mm MG-151x20 cannons, and two 20mm MG FFM cannons. So this plane really packs a punch, especially with its bombs, because if you get a good angle and drop it like flawlessly, you can easily sink a destroyer and critically wound a battleship to the point where you can just easily strafe it or have a teammate strafe the rest of it for you. So it's really good for just taking out ships in the water. You can even use it to bomb multiple radio towers at once. It's just a great plane to just have for ground attacks, and it's really fun to fly as well. So now let's take a look at some of its stats. So note that this is a heavy fighter, so this plane can eat bullets pretty well. However, the wings will clip off quite easily if you get hit too much there. But other than that, the frame is actually really durable, so you'll be surviving some pretty intense situations. So cruising at 1 kilometer, we can see that this plane actually has a pretty high cruising speed. It can easily reach speeds of 400 kilometers an hour, and it will probably be around the 300 to 400 kilometers an hour if you're just climbing or turning a lot. However, if you let this plane accelerate enough, you can reach speeds of over 500 kilometers an hour, which is actually really good, especially for a plane this rugged. And when you're doing the dives and stuff, you can go way over 600 and even 700 kilometers an hour over the realistic speed of this plane, and be totally okay. Your controls won't lock up, and you can still pull out of dive fairly easily. So it's just a great plane for BNZ, dive bombing, and all that stuff. And if you're situated around BNZ and dive bombing, I highly recommend this plane for you because you'll definitely have a lot of fun in it. So even though this plane is rugged, the wings and the tail do suffer a little bit compared to the frame. The frame can take a lot of shots, but the other parts, not so much, and they'll fall off quite easily, especially when hit by flak, and you're going to see an example of this pretty soon here. So as I'm going for my dive, the bomb just gets dropped prematurely because I'm hit, I go down, whole plane's missing everything, but the frame was pretty good, but the wing got clipped a little bit, and that was enough to throw off everything. So a lot of you are like, great, the plane can bomb, but can a dogfight? I mean, the wings clip off easily. It seems like it's too rugged to dogfight. But in reality, I mean, this plane, it can really pull it off pretty well. And you'll see me BNZ here with the heavy armament, easily kill that Spitfire. And Spitfires have way better energy retention than this plane, and you can easily just BNZ them like that, just because this plane can go a whole lot faster still. However, if you get a Spitfire on your tail and you're diving away and you don't have that altitude advantage, you could note that you might get yourself in a sticky situation. But other than that, you should be pretty good with BNZ. In fact, I managed to get a lot of BNZ kills. So right here, I'm not really diving on much of this plane, but I am getting some lead here and just shooting, and I do end up missing just a little bit and only got a couple shots off, which wasn't enough to frag the plane. But with the maneuverability of this plane, I am able to situate myself behind them. Even though this plane is not known for its maneuverability, you can definitely maneuver in it still, so don't be afraid to do that. But just don't turn fight with it. That's just one thing I don't recommend, turn fighting. Just use your energy smart and your speed advantage, and that'll allow you to get certain angles. So right there, I knew I couldn't turn with him right there. A lot of novice pilots will actually try turning with him there, and that's just going to get them killed. So I climb above using the energy retention, and then pull myself back around and situate myself on their 6 again. And they're not going to have any idea where they're going to get hit from now, because he's lost. He's just turning. He probably doesn't even see me, or if he does, he's having a hard time baiting. So right here, he makes this move right here, which kind of buys him a little bit of time. But the second he pulls out of it, I'm able to just get right behind him and just burn him out. And I was afraid his plane was just going to turn right into mine and just ram me. But I trust the armor of this plane quite a lot, so I had a feeling I'd survive anyways. I've actually been rammed nose on nose and actually survived, except my engine died, but other than that, the plane was okay. So, like I said, the frame is great, but the wings, they don't hold up as well. So the same thing right here, I'm turning on him, trying to get my lead, but I can't. So I'm going to go ahead and speed away a bit, and then I'm going to turn up right behind him to get on a 6. So right now it doesn't look like he's trying to pull into me as much, or if he is, I'm just going to be able to outclimb him anyways. And then I'm going to go ahead and pull on a 6, and then hopefully get the kill. So let's go ahead and do that right now. And I kind of lost him for a bit here, but I do end up finding him. And then I'm going to head and turn into him. Once when I see him, there he is. And now he's in the middle of a climb. He's kind of stalling out right now. So that just gives us perfect opportunity. This is like the time you want to best utilize to shoot him out. We shoot his wing off, get the kill. Very nice. Very easy to use. I mean, we're talking about dogfighting Spitfire 5s right here, guys. So, I mean, it can definitely dogfight. And I know a lot of people said it couldn't, but it definitely can. So now that I showed the dogfighting aspect of the plane, I want to show you the best way to bomb with this plane. Now, there's some good ways to do it, but I think the best way is just getting a really nice vertical dive on them. Don't even do the roll, because this plane doesn't have the elevator pitch to get out of it, as well as the other planes. So I just recommend going in like this and dropping it a little bit fairly high, and then just pulling up once when you start seeing your plane shake like that. Because if you wait any longer, your controls will kind of lock up on you, and it'll be really hard to pull. So we got, oh my gosh, we got a whole bunch of kills right there, guys. That was like a beautiful, beautiful shot right there. So if you want to know how to get the most effective damage with it, it's definitely from high up and just dropping at a very steep angle. And like I said, that's a battleship, so it's gonna take like 1.5 of these bombs to kill. So we gotta go ahead and just finish off with strafing. But even then, it's not even that hard to strafe the plane. So I was messing with my rudder here a bit just to see if it actually helped me line up shots. And I mean, it kind of does, but it also distracts me. I'm sure it's something that you'll get used to with practice and stuff. But it can definitely help you counter the recoil with this plane, because I mean, you're shooting a lot of 20mm, so you might notice some recoil. So we're going to go ahead and pull up right there last second, and then we're going to turn around and finish this plane off, or the ship, I mean. Also, here's a good example of its energy retention. So we're at 500 kilometers an hour. We're climbing up at a very steep angle, as you can see from the thing next to the speedometer. So now we're approaching 300 kilometers an hour, and we're still climbing. We're not even stalling yet. We're still climbing. And I'm, just pulling up pretty high. And, I mean, guys, this plane can climb pretty high without stalling. And then we're going to go ahead and just pull a loop right here at 200 kilometers an hour, guys. That's like a little over 100 miles per hour, I gotta say. So that's pretty impressive for energy retention with a plane this rugged. If you're in the P-47, you drop below 200 miles an hour, I mean, you wouldn't even make it to 200 miles an hour. You'd stall out and start spinning down towards the ground. So we're going to finish it up with just this little strafe run here. The precision on this gun and the bullet velocity is actually pretty high, so you're gonna have a good time just shooting stuff with this plane. So again, just finish it off right here, and there we go, sunk it, and that got us a hefty lot of kills, hefty amount. So I was quite happy with the results right there. So now let's go ahead and see what else I got to show you guys. And if I miss anything with this review, leave it down in the comments below, because I want to try to address that. So if you have any questions or anything about this plane, other planes, whatever, leave it in the comments below and I'll try to get to it. Also, I just want to let you guys know, you might be wondering why I didn't do another movie with this plane. That was because I already did one, and I wanted just to get a factual review out just so you guys can get some facts. I don't want to do a movie review because you won't learn as much about the plane or whatever. So I just decided to do it like this. But if you want to see the movie review or the movie of this plane, you can check it out. It was my last video, Focke-Wulf 190 movie thing. So if you're interested in that, go check it out. So the last thing I want to cover with this plane is ground attack strafing. So right now I'm just sniping out some AA, and because of the heavy armament, it just takes less than a second burst to just destroy them. So it's quite good for taking out AA, and you can snipe them out from long ranges because the guns are quite accurate and they're quite powerful, have great muzzle velocity, so it's easy to lead. So it's pretty good. The rate of fire is pretty good as well, so you can just strafe them out pretty easily. So it's no problem to strafe with this plane. You can easily pull out of some dives. It's not like you're gonna lock up and just go straight down. And you can see some of this right here. I'm going vertical, guys. Vertical, straight down. And then I'm gonna just hit this guy up right here, and then pull up, no problem. Managed to get 2 more kills right there. So I mean, it's great for ground attack, guys. So if you're looking for a great ground attack, bombing, just a very versatile plane for 7,000 gold, guys, that's a steal. So I was actually quite happy with how they updated the plane. It's really nice now and everything. If you have any, like I said, if you have any questions on it, just let me know. Happy to answer them. Also, leave some requests down in the comments below. I'm going to try to get to them. Hopefully you guys will see the next WOD video on Monday. That's what I'm hoping for. So if you have any requests, that's when that video is going to come out. If I'm not busy, I did finish quite a lot of the work. But like I said, school, guys, I have a lot of stuff to study for. And so yeah, I'm going to try to get those videos out as soon as I can. So leave your requests down in the comments below. Don't forget to give this video a like if you enjoyed. And that's all I got for you guys today. This is G-Knight from the Bros Films channel, signing out. I know it's a lot of talking, but some of you guys just wanted to know just the statistics of this plane. And I'm going to try doing some more reviews on Thursdays because it seems like a good day to do reviews. Yeah, guys. Bye-bye.